Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Timberborn. Okay, we are still on day 9, pretty much where we left off last episode. Obviously everything up here is turned off. I am putting in, somewhere down here, if I can find them, let's get rid of the water, there we go. I'm putting in some steps down into this section so we can continue deepening it. Yeah, I'm going to obviously need paths to get into this corner. So let's pop a couple of those in. That's probably more than enough, but we'll play it safe. There we go. We've already got the hole here for the water pump that sits there. We're going to need to get rid of this one as well. Do I want to get rid of that gatherer flag and move it? Let's move it around the other side. Let's do that. Oops, that was the wrong button. And we'll pause this one. I mean, we have plenty of coffee and mangrove fruits in stock. Our replanted area over here is spreading nicely. It's spreading a little bit there. Not very far, obviously. Never mind. Over here we've got all of our irrigation barriers in. Come on. There we go. Get the water back. All of our irrigation barriers are in there. I'm going to continue along this way to protect these crops as well. There has been another update. So they have changed the way that, where are we? Engines work. They no longer require workers, but it looks like it has turned all of the priorities off. So let's... Nope. No, that one's still prioritized. Obviously, I forgot to prioritize that one there. Okay. Another change they have done is they have changed the look of the extract again. They've made it this slightly more pleasing green colour. Which is good, because it makes it stand out a little bit more from the oil and the bad water and all of that. Yeah. We've got our discharge in. So basically that has made all of this unnecessary. Or essentially useless. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that at the moment. I might just demolish all of this. I was thinking we are going to need another engine on this lot down here as well. Because at the moment we've got... I can't see how much that actually draws. So smelters. Smelter draws 200. The food factory draws 120. And then we've got the charging station, which is only 50. Okay, so we should be alright, shouldn't we? Yeah, as long as we don't need to turn this other smelter on, we should be alright. Okay. Let's spin on until daylight, at least. Okay, now we can see what we're doing. Okay, let's turn this charging station on. Needs power to operate. Why do you not have power? You don't have power. Because I've come off with the wrong spot. Yeah, that's what I've done there. Okay. Let's put you there. And let's pop a path up. Okay. That should help. I don't know if that will then spread power to this charging station as well. Yeah, we should have plenty of power to run at least one of those. So, that's that. Over here, we have our reservoir in. We have more than enough bad water stored. And we can control the flow of it. So that's good. So this... Oh, they've even changed the colour of the centrifuge animation. That's nice. Yeah, so everything else seems to be going okay. We've... That's another change they've done. Yeah. That doesn't help, does it? Okay. We're going to have to change our irrigation, aren't we? That is annoying. That is very annoying. So now, one block only spreads 2 tiles. Huh. This spreads further because there is more of it. So that's 6 tiles. So essentially we're going to have to do the same up here and lose a lot more planting space, aren't we? And probably the same down here. That is frustrating. Very frustrating. We've only just set this up as well. Okay, right. How are we going to do this then? Well, the easiest way to do it would be come along there like that. Spread explosives along there. And have that as one trench of water. That's probably what we're going to have to do there. Whether that will be enough, I don't know. We may have to move this back. Yeah, let's yes, let's do that. Let's pause this. We'll wait till they empty the water out of it. Then we'll demolish it and we'll move it back to right off of this path here. Up here, I guess we're going to have to do the same thing. We'll demolish, say up to there. And I guess out like that. And use dynamite to bring all that down. And I guess the same there is all we can do, isn't it? And hope that works. So this isn't going to stay hydrated even with the trench here. We are going to lose a lot of this during the droughts and the bad tides. Okay. Well, we'll have to see what happens there during the bad tide. See how much this trench will irrigate. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This isn't terrible. We can deal with this. Right. Are you empty? No, you're not. Hurry up and empty. So, explosives. All along there. And all up there. Thank you. Right, I'll get on and do this then. Okay, we have the explosives laid in. So, let's set them off. That's one lot. And that's the other lot. Okay, now we need to pop in platforms along there, and we will high prioritize those to get those done quickly, and we'll obviously put a path back across there. And then I guess we might as well cover all of this with platforms also. If I can get in there. There we go. Like that. And hopefully that should start spreading a little bit more fertilization. Obviously we're going to need to wait until this bit is built, because we need them to go into the fluid dumps. Okay, down here we've got the same, so let's set these off. And these. And we can put ourselves in a fluid dump right there, set to water. Excellent. Okay, right. That seems to be already spreading a little bit more fertilization. That's good. The only reason I'm covering these with platforms is possibly it might help prevent evaporation a little bit. I don't know. That's just an assumption. I have no idea if that's true or not. Okay, so these are now operational again. So we should start seeing beavers come up to take their place. There we go. We're already starting to dump water. That's good. So that should hopefully begin to spread fertilization. That's a start. Right. Okay. That's all evaporated now. Brilliant. Over here then, we've got our ladders set in. I have some explosives to set off here. There we go. Now I want to demolish that. Let's just do the easy way, shall we? Like that. Get rid of all of that. Okay, can we reach over there with explosives? I mean, it says we can plant tier 3 explosives there. I thought we could only go down 2 more blocks. It might be 3. Let's find out. Let's get this set in and see if we can actually go down 3 layers. Because if we can, brilliant. We'll do that. There we go. Our explosives are in, and we can go down 3 blocks. Brilliant. Right. Well, that's okay. Looks like we can reach all of this. So let's start laying in our tier 3 explosives, shall we? That's going to use, obviously, a lot of our explosives. We don't have that much, but we are producing it at a reasonable rate. So, once that's laid in, I'll get rid of the paths and obviously lay in the rest of it. It might leave us with a single lump there, but we can use explosives to get rid of that as well. Okay, I mean, that wasn't how I was intending to start the episode, I'll be honest. But it does look like we've got most of this now covered. Still missing a little bit there, so let's come back a little bit and we'll bring the trench a little bit further. Hopefully that will get all of that. That's going to start using a lot more water, though. So we need to keep an eye on our water levels as well. Right. The other thing I wanted to do this episode was set up some mining. Where are we? Landscaping. So we need 2,000 for the dirt excavator, 750 for the terraforming station, and 1,000 for the terrain block. So we're nearly there. We've got 2.7 thousand already, 2,788. So we could unlock the excavator and the terraforming station already. Okay, that's good. Right, I will spin on until the trench work is finished and make sure that's working okay. And all these explosives are laid in. What are we on? Day 12. We'll probably get the drought or the Badtide before this is all laid in, definitely. But if that happens, I'll come back at the start and we'll have a look at where we are. And here comes the Badtide. And they've added funky graphics for this bit as well. Okay, I can close this up. I want to close that up. And I want to drop that down. I can turn these off, because they're going to be useless. Oops. I did close this up, but obviously a little early. So we have a little bit of spillage, but that's fine. No problem there. We've got through quite a lot of our stock of bad water here. I'm going to leave it to the end of the drought, I think. We'll see how it goes. But I'll leave it to the end of the drought and then turn this on and fill that back up again. Yeah. Okay, over here. These irrigation barriers do absolutely nothing, it seems. I thought the whole point of these was to prevent the Badtide corrupting them. Huh. Okay, well, that was a waste of space, wasn't it? I mean, they seem to be working kind of here, but not up here. Don't know why. Don't know why. Obviously, we've lost all of this here. That's fine. There's nothing we can do about that. We've got no time at all before these die. So they die immediately. Huh. Oh, and it's spread all the way across here as well. So the contamination spreads further. It isn't really stopped by these. Or is it? This doesn't now look contaminated. Nor is this. I don't know. I don't know what's happened there. Maybe it spilled over the top of these, but it shouldn't have done. Okay, well, we'll have to have a think about that, won't we? See, it does look like it's stopping it here. I don't know. I don't know. Well, it seems to be fine for the most part now. But it does mean that it is worth continuing these barriers all the way around here. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Demolish resources. All of this can go. Like so. We'll demolish those once this is done. And put in more barriers. We can put in more barriers across here as well. Thank you, autosave. I mean, we might as well just bring them across there. Doesn't matter about that little bit there. It's not going to give us any extra growing space, is it? And when we've set up the production of dirt, we can bring that across there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Okay. The other thing I did want to do, and should have thought of this before, is come across there with some platforms and then run some floodgates across there, because then we can trap fresh water in here as well, and put in some water pumps in this section. Okay. Yeah. Great. Great. Okay, everything is running. Everything's doing okay. I'll spin on. Right, we are about halfway through the Badtide. We're down to 1,000 water, which isn't ideal. I have turned this water pump back on. And over here, I am building a water pump in this little area here. Having this one on means we are probably going to lose hydration on these mangroves before the end of the Badtide, because we're probably going to take enough water out of here for that to be a problem. We are going through the water a lot more quickly because of the way we've had to change the irrigation systems. That's what's draining our water supplies, and the fact that I've taken out, 2 water pumps down here hasn't helped. In terms of our explosives, we're making some progress. We don't have a lot of explosives at the moment because we've used them all. We have one of our explosive factories on over here, and I did spend 2,000 science points so that we could stock this with a bot to hopefully speed up the production or continue the production overnight at least. And hopefully reduce our injury rate a little bit. It does look like we're going through the bad water quite quickly. Yeah. We are, definitely. Okay, well, I guess in that case we'll build... So what, we can put it in there, can't we? deep bad water pump right there. Okay. How are we doing in terms of the bad water? We are below the level of the levees. So we are below this level. So I'd drop this and nothing would come out. Excellent. So we're more than halfway down. We'll see how far down we get by the end of the Badtide. I think everything else is going okay. Food-wise, we are fine. We have plenty of food, plenty of logs. It's just the water that we've got a problem with. But we do now have this water pump in and staffed with a bot, so that should help. I'll spin on. Right, about a day left, or just under a day left of the Badtide. We're not doing that well. We've only got 300, or less than 300 water left now. We've drained enough on both sides of the dam here that the mangroves are dry. We're okay. It'll die in like 15 days, so we've got plenty of time. All of this is unfertilized now, as you can see. We've run out of water here. We've run out of water in here. Yeah, this has been a rough one. This has been quite a rough one. We're okay for food, so it doesn't really matter too much that all this is dying off. That's just what it is, you know. But yeah, I mean, any longer than this, and we would have had serious problems, I think. But I'll spin on until the morning and the water returns, and you know, hopefully no one will die. Okay, cycle 24 begins, Badtide ended, which is nice because we're down to 160 water, which is barely enough for each beaver to get one drink. Yeah. So, we'll wait until the water returns and obviously reset everything here. Yeah, that was a bad one. Okay, we are going to definitely want more water storage as well. So, I'm going to put in another large, or another medium tank. I keep going to the wrong one. Down here, and you're going to store water as well, because we are going to replace the water pumps that were down here once we've got more water. We're probably going to put in more as well. Yeah, there's no reason why we shouldn't have, say, 3 along here. Yeah, that was rough. Okay, we've got our floodgate down here. I'm going to wait until the water's returned and we can flush this out. And then I'm probably going to set that to 1.5. Yeah, so that we've got a bit more storage here as well that we can put a pump or two into. Right, the water is nearly back. Nearly about time we can change things over. Good. Right. Oh, the other thing I noticed, whoops, was that they've changed the design of the rooftop terrace here. I don't know if this is just for the Iron Teeth, whether the Folktales still have the more rustic looking one, but I like this. It's a very kind of sleek design. I like it. I approve. Okay, how are we doing? Right, I will spin on a few minutes and just let the water purge all the bad water out of here, and then I'll be back. There we go. The water has started to return, which is very nice. It's exactly what we need. Still down to 140 water. You are bot powered, you are bot powered, and you are bot powered. So we should get some more water in overnight. Let's turn these 3 back on, and that one is bot powered as well. We only have 2 bots currently. I have switched on the bot assembler again to top up our supply of bots, because we've had a couple break down. Okay, and I guess I'm going to spin on until the rest of these explosives are in, which may take a while. Let's have a look. Yeah, definitely still need to wait for the water to return. I will drop that one down and start flushing out this bad water here. As much as I can, at least. But that will improve once the actual tides return. So I'll play on. Okay, one thing I forgot to do yesterday was check the level of the bad water here. And as you can see, we've nearly drained this reservoir. So let's open up the bad water discharge. Let's turn these pumps on briefly. And I guess I can turn this charging station on briefly as well. Just to fill this up. The water is returning, as you can see. It's filling up this reservoir, coming through now. So that's good. We have cleared the bad water, so I'm going to set these up to 0.5, to half height, so that we get a little reservoir in here. Okay, and I'll spin on. We are on day 8. We have replenished our water supplies somewhat. We're up to 1,000, which is, you know, better than it was, but nowhere near as good as it should be. But we have finished laying in all of our explosives over here. So let's set those off, shall we? There we go. That's given us considerably more space, and didn't leave a little nodule, which is nice. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is the bottom of the map now, so this is as deep as we can go. So let's put in space for 3 water pumps in there. There we go. So that's improved our water storage considerably. And I'm thinking about doing the same up here as well. Let's have a look. I mean, if I clear this, I'll probably need to bring the path up to get there. And then deepen all of this to the same level as that. That will give us considerably more water there. That's a good idea. Maybe just come off here. Give ourselves a bit more room for spreading these mangroves. Yeah, let's do that. We'll bring the path up like so. That'll be more than enough. We'll use single level explosives to come down like so. And honestly, we'll just... Didn't need that much path at all. Right, there we go. We'll get them to do that. I've also laid in explosives up here, which are being completed. That's going to spread the irrigation from this trench all the way down here and hopefully be enough to irrigate all of this. That's the plan anyway. I did have these set on lower priority, so let's bring them back up to normal. So they'll get those done. Okay. That's where we are there. We are building up science, so we should be able to afford the terraforming stuff. We don't have a lot of spare bots at the moment. We've had a wave of breakdowns, as you can see down here. So we're just about keeping up with the breakdowns at the moment. We've got another one just being completed, so I'll wait until we've got a few spare bots before I set up the terraforming and everything there. Okay, yes, that is where we are, and that's what's happening. I will spin on until these explosives are laid in, and then we'll start deepening that. Okay, before I spin on, I just thought I'd check here, and these are too far from a path to be built. So let's set this first lot off. There we go, and that will give us a little bit more hydration. And we'll put platforms in down there, and we'll bring the path along so that we can get these last few explosives done. But that has pretty much, by the looks of it, sorted out our irrigation problems. Everything else should be fine. One other thing. Over here, I had to put in another forester. because we've reduced the path there, and now that forester can't reach these trees. Yeah. So I've had to put in another forester so that we could replant this little section here. Let's have a look. Okay, I can reach that. So I'm going to bring the trench a little bit further. And we'll plant up that as well. Yeah, we can reach all of that. So that should be enough to hydrate around the edges there. Okay. This time I will spin on. Okay, day 11, and we've just got the drought warning. So we've got 3 days until the drought arrives, which isn't great because we still haven't replenished our water particularly well. Yeah, need to do something about that. The drought shouldn't be as bad because obviously we'll still have water in here, so we'll still have these 3 water pumps drawing up here. Yeah. But these 3 are in and drawing, so that's good. We should be building up our supply, but we're getting through it quite quickly as well. We are not replenishing our bots at all because they keep breaking down, as you can see. I've refilled this again because it drained pretty quickly because we're drawing a lot of bad water out. Obviously because we're making a lot of explosives, or we have been making a lot of explosives. Speaking of which, we can set these 3 off here. I'll wait until this beaver is out. No, I won't. He's fine. He's fine. They're fine. Zernagath is fine. Okay, so that should sort out our irrigation problems up here. Down here, we have these explosives to set off. What I'm going to do is... Oops, start by bringing a path down there. Again, more than enough path than we need. But it's a start. Okay, and let's set these off. There we go. Now we want to bring this down as much as possible. We can definitely put 3s in, so we can start by doing that. Like so. I'll leave these water pumps as they are for the moment, because obviously we need as much water as we can get, really. But I'll deepen all of this. I'll leave the bits around there. That's fine. But this will give us a bunch more water storage in here. Once this is blown, we'll remove these, destroy the little bits there, and then replace them. Yeah. This isn't how I intended to spend this episode, but it's kind of been forced on us by circumstance. Yeah. What I'm doing over here is I'm building steps up onto this area up here. I'm going to put in a woodcutter here to clear all these dead oaks out. And then this is where we're going to set up our terraforming stuff. So we'll put an engine in and connect that up to a the dirt excavator. That's the puppy. So we'll connect it up to that and start removing all of this bit by bit. And we'll do what we did on the other map and remove it with entirely using the excavator. And just move everything down bit by bit until all of this is flattened. I'll probably want to come all the way down to... I guess probably all the way down to this level, maybe? And we could build all this up with dirt. And deepen this. That's a possibility. But yeah, that's what I intended to do this episode, but obviously circumstances rather forced our hand. But we are going to leave it there for this one, and next episode we will definitely get onto the whole excavation thing. I promise. probably. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do give us a like and a subscribe if you have. Please give us any comments down below. Check out all the other videos on my channel. Do all the usual YouTube stuff, and join us next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.